So first of all, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you had a long day and you were going to have some couple of hours more. So yeah, I really appreciate it.
Nice man. Yeah, lovely to speak to you.
So carriage racing and gladiator fights were the main source of entertainment in ancient Rome. What would you say is the modern equivalent of that, since the fights and races weren't just entertainment and sport, they also had storytelling?
I think just to have people, to satisfy the need of people for blood and to, take the anger out. I think everything that goes with boxing and wrestling is close to gladiators games, but in terms of really gathering people, having more an energy common to all the people, that will be football.
Oh wow, yeah,
and the factionalism and that tribalism, but also perhaps even one could go so far as to say that computer games have taken over from that need. To see all this stuff, and people do that at home. So they'll play, people are playing a game, like Jojo was playing a game where, like what is it, where you blow around the gun? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, maybe, yeah.
One first person, just like, that looks like a really stressful thing to be doing in between scenes, man. Like, you're in a war. Like, what are you doing? Like, but yeah, I wonder whether that's perhaps sort of replaced, but obviously not in such a mass public way.
Yeah. Creating a new universe like this must be an incredible undertaking. As actors, what did you think would be the most difficult aspect of the show before starting shooting? And what did actually end up being the hardest?
Thrilled to see how they would do the horse racing. That's I wanted to see how they would do that. And actually that wasn't, I think, the most difficult, probably. I don't know. I don't know what was the most difficult. Actually, yes, every time you have animals, it's something you can't control.
And children.
And children. But yeah.
No, they were great. The kids were great.
We were lucky we had nice children, but we had some very, very peculiar giraffe.
Yeah, man.
Iwan,
set itself free.
Sorry. Iwan, I love your work as Simon on Misfits and of course Ramsay Bolton on Game of Thrones. You seem to enjoy taking on complex characters. What do you think Tenax thinks his greatest strength is, and what does he fear is his biggest weakness?
Good question. That's good. Well, I think his biggest strength is calm under pressure, being able to make decisions on the spot when whatever it is, and go through with it. He's the kind of guy you want if something's not going right. He's a guy you want in a panic situation, because he doesn't panic at all. What does he think his greatest weakness is? Well, I don't know. I think his past. I think he thinks it's obviously it's what makes him unable to go higher in his world, because he's a plebeian, but also the literal things that have happened in his past, not just his blood status. So I think you've got, whether that will one day come back to haunt him, and will it happen in Those About to Die? We shall see when we watch.
As people, we don't tell ourselves nearly enough if we did a good job. What is a moment in both your acting careers where you felt especially proud of what you have done?
Probably is more related to theater, and also because when you are actually on stage and it's about you, it's on you, there's nothing else than the presence of the actors. And also you can immediately feel what it is about. Sometimes you're on stage and I know that I can reach the heart of the person in the back seat over there. So this is really rewarding as an actor in this way, because it's very tangible.
Yeah,
I completely agree. There's a sense in the theatre when like, yeah, you make the audience laugh, that's one thing, but it's when there's a complete deathly silence that you could hear a pin drop in, and then you know you've got him, and it's the most incredible feeling, because it's working. You're like, it's working. I'm doing good.
Otherwise, on shows you are filming, you don't know how it will be edited. You know nothing.
Yeah.
That you discover, and it's less about the actor. It's really a team show. I mean, those about to die, obviously. I mean, we can't get enough credits to the set designer, the costume, the hair, everything and everyone. It's huge, and the steady cameras, the operators that were around, the cinematographers. It's so, just a tiny part of the big.
To both of you, when you read about your character in the script, what little detail that viewers might not even realize fascinated you the most and made you want to portray this character?
I think it's when my character Kala, when her children are taken away and are arrested and probably is on the point to be sent to the tin mines, she immediately knows that this will be a death sentence. And the way she said to her son, fight. Because, nowadays I'm trying to teach my son not to fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, she knows him, she trusts him. And yeah, she really literally teaches her kids to fight.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I think it's hard. There's a few things, but I think it's more of a device that's in the script that he looks after these street kids and gives them a chance that he didn't have, maybe helping them and passing him, he uses them as a sort of spy network, but he also feeds them and helps them out. And I think for me as an actor in some of my previous roles, I was like, that's something I need in there straight away, or everyone's just going to be like, oh, he's just playing that same part again. You know what I mean? And so for me, reading that made me think, okay, this guy's a bit different. And then you start to see, as the series continues, that he, a completely different side of him comes out, and that what you see at the very beginning is very much his facade that he keeps for his public appearance.
There's so much more to him. Yeah.
Yeah, and every time he looks away, every time he speaks to a different character, he's very different.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.
You too, man. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.